Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing really well. So, from today on, we'll be solving the Coder Army sheet by Rohit Negi sir. So, this sheet is having a lot of problems, and I hope that by after solving this sheet, you guys will be really ready for your upcoming placement season. So, what we'll be doing is we'll be taking up each topics, and for each topic, we'll be solving all the questions. Okay, so also a quick note to take is that each problem can be solved in multiple ways. Okay, but since this sheet has been sorted in, like, distributed in topic wise, so we'll be using the topic itself to solve the problem. Okay, for example, if this is a hashing problem, we will only be solving this particular problem using map or whatever, in whichever language we have that data structure. Okay, so I'll be using C++ for this. So let's get started. Okay, so first question is first repeating element. So let us first read the problem. First repeating element, it is a easy level problem. Okay, so given an integer array a of size n, find the first repeating element in it. We need to find the element that occurs more than once and whose index of first occurrence is smallest. All right, so if there is no repeating element, we return -1. So let me just go through the example. That is, if a is equal to 10, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, your first repeating element is 5. Why? Because if you start from the 0th index, you get, is 10 repeated? No. Is 2, sorry, is 5 repeated? Yes, it is repeated. So you just return 5. Okay, so before getting into the intuition or any approach, I would like to say that in C++ we have two types of maps. Okay, in C++ we have two types of map, that is unordered map and ordered map. So you should always know which kind of hashing technique this particular question is using. Okay, so if the element has to be in that particular order, you cannot use the normal ordered map, because your normal map basically sorts your elements. Okay, so in that case you will have to use unordered map, so the elements stored will be stored in the same format as they are coming inside, like as we are entering it. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so now coming back to the problem, the first element that occurs more than once. So every time we have anything related to frequency of any element, we will get back to its, will we can think of the data structure like map. Okay, so map is basically majorly used to store your frequencies, and all the frequencies problem you can think of the first intuition as map data structures. So likewise, we can solve this question using map. So what we'll be doing is we can just store the frequency of all the elements in the same order. Okay, so for that I will be using unordered map in C++. Okay, so we'll be using unordered map, and I can just simply store all the frequency of these elements without altering their order. Because why am I focusing more on the order? Because we have to return the first whose index of the first occurrence is smallest. Okay, the smallest index we have to return. So the we'll just store all the frequency. So 10 is appearing one time, 5 is appearing two times, like that. And again we can just run a loop from first index to last index and check if this element is repeated, then just return that index. Else at the end of the loop you can return -1 if none is repeated. Okay, what am I trying to say is that if we'll go to 10. Okay, so is 10 repeated? No, right? Why? Because its frequency is only 1. So we'll come to 5. Is 5 repeated? Yes. We will return 5 as our answer. Why am I saying to return the answer? Because we need the smallest index. Okay, so we'll be iterating through the first index. So I hope you guys are clear with the question. Now we'll be solving it. Okay, so we can take a map of int comma int mp and just do what is, okay, the video gets too long, I'll just show you the code. And yeah, so this was my code. I took an n, okay, an unordered map, because the order should be same as the array. So we'll pass in the elements and store its frequency, and every time, any time from 0 to n, if any element is appearing more than once, I will just return that element as the answer. Else, like if you're not getting any answer, you'll return -1 at the end of it. That's all. Thank you. Hello everyone. So welcome back. So the second question is to some which is already present on my channel. You can go and follow that. I will not be creating it again. I'll just add it to this playlist. So next up is union of two arrays, okay? So I hope you guys are following this playlist. We are solving the Coder Army sheet by Rohit Negi sir. So and we are solving Hashin topic right now. So the third problem is union of two arrays, okay? Let us first read the problem. Given two arrays A and B of size n and m respectively, the task is to find the number of elements in the union between these two arrays. Okay, so union of two array can be defined as the set containing distinct elements from both the arrays. So if there are replications, then only one occurrence of element would be printed. Okay, so I hope you're clear with the question. This is a basic level question. So again, I'm telling you the approach is that whenever there is anything related to occurrence or frequency of your element, you should always think of a data structure known as map. Okay, so all, and also there are two types of map, that is unordered and ordered. So please keep all those things in mind. Already we have already discussed in the first video. So we have to find only the unique elements in both the arrays. Okay, for example, if one has already occurred in any of the array, we will only take it once. So now we have to print the length of the unique elements. Okay, so this particular problem can be solved using both map and set. So I have solved using set. I will just show it to you. Basically what we are doing is we are just entering. So what is set stores all the unique characters. Okay, so if it already contains one, you cannot add one again. So if you're trying to add one again, it will just ignore it. Okay, so it stores all the unique values. So I'll just quickly show you the code which I have written. So I'm just taking a set and inserting all the values of array A and array B and just returning its size. Okay, so after returning its size, it will only contain the unique elements. Okay, so this can also be solved using map data structure. So how am I going to store it using map is that I took a map. Okay, and since the order does not matter, I can take any map. And for till 0 I less than m I plus plus, I will store all my a array values in it. Okay, so mp of a of I plus plus. Only if, what I have to check is if my mp dot find a of I is equal to mp dot end. Okay, that is if that particular element is not present in my map, then I will just do its frequency as 1. Okay, so this is what I'm storing. I'll copy the same thing for my b array also. Length is m, b is equal to mp dot n. Okay, and we can just return mp dot size. I hope you got this question. So basically we are checking if that particular element is not present, then only you add it. Okay, if it is present, you don't add it. I hope this gets submitted. Okay, so we saw two approaches. Thank you.